pans out. Vineet.
You're quite right, sir. More breaking news coming in. Well, Russia has said it does not intend to seek permission from other countries to supply its oil, calling energy exports a matter of national sovereignty. Moscow added that any such demands from other states are being met with bewilderment, signaling a firm stance amid global energy tensions as well. Also learning that gas supplies from Iran to southern Iraq have completely stopped. And according to a statement from Iraq's electricity minister, the disruption is expected to impact power generation in the region, which relies heavily on Iranian gas imports as well. Ambassador Goel, how are you looking at the Gulf countries going through this very tumultuous stage? In fact, we earlier on also spoke about on the channel as to how UAE is asking Pakistan for whatever money they owe them, because obviously these are desperate times, and it's sent everything into a tizzy for the Middle Eastern countries.
Vineet, UAE asking Pakistan to return the loan came as a surprise. I agree the situation is difficult. Every country is facing difficulty. But I didn't really think that the UAE would be so short of money that it would ask Pakistan to return the loan to be able to really make up its own shortfall in the financing. UAE is not that poor. There is something more really behind all this, and I'm not going to speculate on this thing. Clearly, Pakistan playing a mediation role at the insistence of USA, but Iran saying no sometime. Iran has clearly said that they will not go to Pakistan. Again, they said that Pakistan is not really mediator. So I think there is something more behind that. But beyond that, the question as to the situation of the Gulf countries is very important. See, most of the Gulf countries, even before 28th of February, they were not in favor of the war. Most of the reports coming from either Oman or from UAE or from Qatar and Bahrain clearly suggested that they were actually not expecting the war to begin. They were just Israel and Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia for their own historical reasons. For them, basically, the Persian versus Arab contest for influence in the region is not just 100 years or 200 years. It is more than a millennium old. And therefore, for them, it was actually a fight of civilization, really. But for other countries, it was actually more damaging to their economies in terms of both tourist infrastructure, in terms of their oil exports, in terms of their whole economic mainstay. They were not in favor. Now, after when the war ends, and if the war ends really the way it is today, Gulf countries will have lost a lot of that kind of political influence which they had before. Iran will be coming as a major say in affairs of West Asia. The politics will have changed. In the changed politics, how will the Gulf countries redefine their role in the Islamic Ummah? Shia versus Sunni rivalry will come into being again. Wahhabis will again basically be compelling Saudis to really see and counter the Shias. So I see a lot of instability coming up in the Gulf countries even after the war has ended. And for India, that instability is going to basically mean a continued energy crisis. Unless diversification of resources has played well, and we are not that dependent on Gulf countries, not just for energy, fertilizers, sulfur, you name it. Our dependence on them, repatriation of currency, our Indian people over there. There is a huge interlinkage between India and the Gulf countries. What is going to happen to it? That is a question that I pose to myself. Vineet.
You're quite right, sir. Well, more